Hello guys, welcome to MBBS Buddy, and our today's video is heat loss. Okay, so basically when you eat food, about total 100% of the energy present in the food, only 20 to 25% of the energy is converted or transformed into the usable form, which is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, ATP. And what about the other 80 to 75% of the energy? This energy actually lost in the form of the heat. Okay, this energy is lost in the form of heat. We can't say this energy is not used actually, because this energy is used for the thermoregulation. Okay, thermoregulation. Now thermoregulation is the important process for your maintaining your body temperature constant level in respect to the surrounding. Okay, now let's talk about the heat loss. The maximum heat loss is occur via skin or the through skin. Okay, or some amount of the heat is also lost through the respiratory system, kidney, and the gastrointestinal tract. Okay, when actually heat loss occur, whenever the body temperature is more than the environmental or your surrounding temperature, then heat is lost. Now see this sentence: when the environmental temperature is less than body temperature, heat is lost. Now let's see the method or the types of method and the mechanism of the conduction of the heat or heat loss. Okay, first one is conduction. Via this conduction, 3% of the total heat loss is occur. Okay, now what is conduction? Whenever you touch or surface of the other object, then through this surface of your body and this object, there is the conduction of the heat. This is called as conduction, or this is a transport of the heat. Now this occur from body to other object via surface or by surface. Okay, whenever you sit on the table or chair, there is heat loss from the surface. Okay, now whenever you sleep, then the heat is lost through the surface of your bed and your back. Okay, heat is lost by that. Then second one is radiation. Now see, 60% of the energy is lost, 60% of the heat loss occur through the radiation. Now from your body to other object, there is loss of heat via the infrared electromagnetic radiation. Okay, through surrounding, this is the radiation. Now next one is convection. Now conduction of the body heat from your body to the air, this is convection. Okay, whenever it occur from body to air, then it is called as convection. Now see, this heat is lost from the body to air carried away by the air current. This is 15%. Now see here is the evaporation or insensible perspiration. Now perspiration means sweating, and insensible means it occurs before it can be sensed. Okay, now through evaporation, 22% of the heat is lost. Okay, then heat is lost when the water evaporate. Okay, then whenever in our body there is the presence of the sweat gland. Okay, and in sweat gland there is a evaporation of the water, and whenever the water is evaporated, some of the heat is lost. Okay, then small quantity of water is evaporated continuously through the evaporation of the water. Okay, now this occurs through your skin and the lung. It's about 50 ml per hour. Now let's see the mechanism behind the sweating. Whenever your body temperature rises, there is the secretion or secretion of the sweating, or there is sweating or sweat secretion. Okay, now in some organism there is salivary secretion. Okay, now why salivary secretion? Because in some organism there is a absence of the sweat gland. Okay, so there is the salivary secretion. Water evaporation also occur by the salivary secretion or through saliva. We will see it later. Now see here, whenever body temperature rises, there is the sweating, the water evaporation also increases, so heat loss increases. Okay, this is sweating. Now if we see here, firstly, stimulation of the preoptic area, which is also called as the preoptic area, is the area of the hypothalamus. Okay, this leads to profuse sweating through the sympathetic fiber to sweat gland. Now then sweating occurs when the temperature rises above 37 degrees Celsius of your body. Okay, now last one is panting. What is panting? Panting is a rapid shallow breathing associated with dribbling of more saliva. Okay, as I said earlier, there is absence of the sweat glands in some organism. Now you see here, in some animals due to absence of the sweat gland. Heat is lost from the evaporation of water from lung and saliva. As I said earlier, it occurs in dogs. Okay. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा, if you like the video, then please like button, please share, subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you so much.